Okay, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, sir. So, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you for asking. And what about you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking too. So, yeah, let's introduce ourselves, I think, because we
Yeah,
are meeting very first time.
yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So, shall
Shall I
I
introduce?
start?
Yeah, my name is Sangappa, and I am connecting you from Bangalore, which is in Karnataka. Actually, I born and raised from a small village. Right now, I have been working in a government sector last 15 years. So, if I say about my qualification, I have done diploma. And if concerned to my hobbies, I love to read newspaper, watch YouTuber conversations, and I love to read newspaper and story books. Yeah, that's all about me, ma'am. But right now I have one more hobby. So I want to always interest to connect with people for practicing this purpose only, man.
That's great. Great. I'm glad to hear that you are practicing here. And this is a great group. So, yeah, let me introduce myself.
Yeah,
So then
sure.
you come to know about me.
Yeah.
So, as you know that my name is Sushma and I'm from Delhi and I
Okay.
am a housewife. So, and I am blessed with two kids. So, if I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my graduation from Delhi University in Arts. Or as far as my hobbies are concerned, so I have some kinds of hobbies like cooking, playing badminton, and nowadays I have a hobby like watching that conversational video on YouTube channel because I want to enhance my communication skills. So yeah,
Yes.
time to time I can change my hobbies too because it depends on my interest. If I have
Yes.
any kind of interest, so that can be my hobby. So that's
Mm-hmm.
all about myself. Thank you.
Yeah, great,
Yeah,
ma'am. Great. I'm very glad to hear you, ma'am.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you have a YouTube channel, right? So
Yes,
how
yes.
long? How long
Mm,
have you working on that?
4 month, ma'am.
4 months.
Actually,
It's been four
yeah,
months.
I have been started this English journey for past 5 months. So after
Mm-hmm.
1 month, I have started this journey because of I want to check my progress. How was my level initial days and how is my present days. So that's why that's purpose I am running because apart from that I don't have any intentions to upload videos.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have that much of capacity of our phone to store all those videos to recall and I want to if I want to recall and watch those things, so it's not possible, so that's why, ma'am.
Okay, nice, nice. So, what do you think? Like, have you improved after doing this kind of practice? Like, if you compare with like earlier time initially and then now, so
Yes, yes.
what do you feel after
Yeah,
that?
I learn really lot, ma'am. Because initial days when I started my journey, 5 months ago, I couldn't speak any single word. I was fumbling and I was stammering because I didn't know how to organize the sentences, how to speak with the people. I was
Mm,
hesitating, and at that time I did
mm,
to find the new wake-ups because many people are speaking with new wake-ups and advanced level
mm-hmm.
are speaking. Yeah, initially days compared to initial days, I am as per my opinion, I feel, ma'am, because if you are understanding my language, so I am
Yes,
very
yes. Now you are able to make the other people understand. That anyone can understand what you want to say, right? So it's good. Like you are forming the sentences are good. Like in a great way and good way, you are making the sentences and form the correct sentences. And if I talk about the grammar, so it is also nice. Like every grammar has cleared, I think, to you. You know every grammar. You
yes,
have
yes,
great knowledge about the grammar.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
good.
Because I would like to say what, no, ma'am. No one, according to my opinion, no one is proficient. Everyone is learning. So
Yeah, right.
definitely we can
Exactly.
reach our goal. So this is my
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect here,
yes.
because every time we can learn, every time we can learn anything,
Mm,
right? Like we can't say that is the prof. He is the perfect in this language. No, in fact, the most of the experienced tutor they are also learning these days.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, right. Because it is a long process. But we every time this is a not ending point to learn
Hmm.
anything, right? Every time we can learn something new in the language because we think, okay, now it's enough. Like, and now we are able to make them understand, and I am able to speak like the all sentences or conversation we can do with anyone.
Hmm.
But no, every time we think, okay, now if we watch any kind of video, or if we watch that, okay, he or she is using that kind of words, or that time, that kind of thinking or notion we have, that oh, we don't know about that, so we should learn that, and we should use that. So this kind of thinking we have that time. Oh, yeah, right. Because it is a long process and no ending, no end of learning anything, right? So,
Yes,
yeah, good.
I agree with you, ma'am. Because since our childhood we are speaking our native languages, so that's why we are speaking
Mm.
good. So
Yeah,
it is
because this is our second language. This is
this
not
is
our
our,
first language.
now we have struggling to learn this language because of nowadays English is really important. If you have speaking really good English, you can survival easily, like a comfortably you can survive.
Hmm.
So that's why we are
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah, because there are lots of people are here, like if we talk about the YouTube channel. So if we watch that kind of video, so there are a number of YouTubers are there to
Yes,
upload that their videos and learn this language. And it is it is a prevalent that this language is prevalent. It is spoken in every part of the like India or abroad, we can say. So if we know how to speak in English, so we can survive anywhere. There is no hesitation to go anywhere. But
yes, yes,
if we don't know about the English, so sometimes we have that kind of hesitation that how can we survive over there if I am unable to convey with the people. So how
mm,
can we like interact with that, right? Without English.
yes,
So
yes.
English is spoken everywhere, so it is compulsory now. Most of the people wants to be fluent in English, and
Mm,
they are learning. So because
yes,
of platform, because now we have lots of like a number of platform are available, so we can learn this language easily. But it that kind of ambience was not there in like initially when I start my journey. So
no,
that time I didn't get good platform, or
yes,
that kind of ambience I didn't have. Otherwise,
mm.
I would have learned this language so long ago. So now I got the platform like good environment. So now I am learning this language, and there are
No,
lots of people are learning this.
okay. Sorry for the
Uh,
interrupting. So I would like to ask you a
yeah.
question, ma'am. How long, when did you start your journey? You are nowadays you are speaking really good.
Yes,
So
I was like you. When I start my journey, it's been 2 years when I start my journey. But that
okay,
was I couldn't speak any single word in a proper way that time. I
okay,
can say that I had a great knowledge about the grammar portion, but
mm,
that time I was unable to speak any simple sentence in a correct way. I had like lots of fumble in my speaking, so
mm,
that I used that Ace Fluency. I
mm,
like and free talk time I used that, and then after I Josh Talk, there is an app
okay,
Josh Talk, so I enrolled myself over there and
mm,
practice with the people. So
mm,
after practicing, like in between, I have left my practice. So I realized, okay, because it is our second language. So
mm.
if we don't do practice on daily basis, so we can like easily forget everything,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So then after 4 or 5 months, I didn't do practice with the people. So then after I realized, okay, no, we should start again.
yes,
Right.
yes,
So then after I got this kind of and this in I if I talk about this group, so last week I joined this group once someone added me here. So it is a good group. I think all the people are very serious here.
yes,
So
yes,
about this language. If I talk about the like Ace Fluency or Joe Stokes, are most of the people are only for time pass there. They don't very serious over there.
yeah, yes, yes,
So yeah, but this like in this way I am learning, and now I am able to speak and able to conversation with the people in a good way, you can say. Now I
Yeah.
can able to the other person, like
Mm.
what I want to say to them. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
am still learning because I want to enhance my communication skills. So that's why I try to use incorporate those
Mm.
kind of word in my speaking.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
yeah,
You're speaking really good because consistency
yeah,
is a
thank
really
you.
important.
Ah,
So
yeah.
many people have a different motive to learn this language because some of the students are there, their intention is to crack interviews, and so many people
Ah,
have
yeah.
different ways are there, so that's why they are learning. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I would say consistency is really important if we have a
Yes,
desire in this language, so we have to speak
right.
consistently. So if we work
Exactly.
hard, definitely we can reach our goal.
Ah, yes, it's because consistency is must. Like if you are consistent for everything, like it doesn't matter you are learning any language or
Mm.
if you are learning any other skill. So in that consistency should be there. Everything, in everything. If we are not consistent, so we can't learn that thing, right?
Mm.
So
Yes.
yeah, in this language, if like you should be the consistent practice. You should do consistent practice on daily basis, so we
Okay.
can say that we can like gradually we can get our goal, right? So it's good when we consistent here. So yeah, so we
Ma-
can easily get that, and
Ma'am,
it
when you,
will take time. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I agree with you, ma'am. When you have,
Everything will take time. Huh? Yeah.
yes, definitely I agree with you, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to ask one more question. So when you have
Yeah.
started
First.
your journey, so what type of your daily routine was there? So how did you practice? So you said that already, yeah, I used it up uh, audio applications like JOS applications and some more applications you have
Hmm.
used. So apart from that, what kind of your daily routine was there? So how did you practice apart from that?
Yeah, it's a nice question. No, so I used to listen more because
Hmm.
most of the time I used to listen while doing my household chores. So I put earbud in my ear. So then I try to listen only content, English content. It should
Hmm.
it all the English content, like it can be it can be story, it can be any type of video or podcast, anything. So I listen that, and whenever I get time, so that time I try to use that application, and I had one group, ladies group, so I try to practice with them too. So
Hmm.
in this way, and now most of the time I try to watch conversational video because still we are learning, so we
Hmm.
have to be consistent on that.
Yes, yes,
So
ma'am.
now it is it yeah. So in this way I used to do practice. Like
Yes.
sometime with the co-learners, and sometime I was the English content on YouTube channel. So
Hmm.
because YouTube channel is good for that, because we can have that kind of idea, like
Hmm.
the people speak the like a good word, so we can get the idea how, like in which context we have to use that kind of word.
Hmm.
If I get to know about any word, so we can get idea in which context or in which way we can use that, or
Yes.
sentences or word. So
Hmm.
like yeah, and then I jot that down, that word in my notebook,
Hmm.
and try to use that. Yeah,
It's a really good, ma'am.
in this way, because
You're
we
doing.
first of all we have to that kind of habit of listening. If you
Hmm.
listen more, so you can get knowledge, you can get more knowledge,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So yeah,
Hmm.
listening is
Very
compulsory,
important.
listening and speaking. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Ma'am, actually, I have started my journey 5 months ago. So that time I
Hmm.
couldn't speak any single word. That time, what I used to do, no, always I watching more and more YouTuber conversations. So
Hmm.
by watching, we can grab a new vocabulary part, and some of the people who are speaking really good. So we can grab
Hmm.
that tricks how they are speaking, in which
Yeah,
way.
right.
So this type of
Hmm.
things
Exactly.
can grab that, and simultaneously we can enhance our communication skills and vocabulary part as well. So because
Hmm.
people they are speaking really good and using new vocabulary and meaningful vocabulary, and sorry,
Hmm.
meaningful
Yeah.
communication part. So by watching this,
Yes.
we can get a more enhance. We can boost our communication skill. So listening part,
Exactly.
your friend, listening part is really important, and after that we
Really
can
important.
yes, yes.
Whenever we,
Every day. Yes, yes.
sorry, your voice is sometime breaking.
According to my opinion, what no ma'am. So at least two
Hmm.
part is important. First is listening. Second one, we have to speak with.
Yes, yes. I do only two parts of this,
Yes,
language, because
most,
I don't have habit of reading and writing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I do
I
only
think
listening and speaking.
because why I'm saying no, ma'am. Most of the people, they are a professional. They don't have that much of time
Hmm.
can read. So now, sometimes they are listening more English content videos. So after that,
Hmm.
they speak with the people. So these parts are enough.
Yeah.
But some of the people they are doing both. Four pillars like listening, writing, watching, and reading. So all those.
Yeah.
So they will learn, say within short period they can learn and they can become a good speaker. But we are taking a little late.
Yeah, right. Same. Same. Some people say, okay, you have to make a habit of reading. But
Hmm.
what should I do? I am unable to make that habit, because whenever I read anything, so I get bored. After some time, I get bored. So I am not able to make that habit. So I also want to ask to you. So is
Okay.
it important, like reading is important for learning any language? So I want
Hmm.
to ask you.
Yes, yes,
Please.
ma'am. I my what experience. Ma'am. Most of the nowadays the people are educated. It is possible from
Hmm.
them, but what other illiterate people, what illiterate people do, ma'am? Right, because they don't know.
Only listening.
Right,
Hmm.
they don't know how to read. So what they are doing,
Hmm.
they are listening what the opposite people are speaking, and apart from them they are trying to speak with the people. Only they are following two things. One is listening, another one is
Hmm.
so. Uh,
Yeah.
also takes some times, and after that they can also become a good speaker. But some of the people
Yeah.
who have a good educated people, they have some habits like reading, writing, and listening, and
Hmm.
so they will become a pastor. So they will also become a good
First,
speaker. But according to
good
my
speaker. Yeah.
opinion, all are important.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
all are important. I know that. Like, because it is a four pillar language, we have to follow all the pillars, right?
yes.
Writing is also compulsory, because everything has their own quality,
Mm,
right? Everything, like speaking is another, like speaking, writing, or listening and reading, right? Everything has their own quality, and we
yes, yes.
can get knowledge about that. Yeah,
And
but what should I do? I am unable to make that.
yes. But what no, ma'am? While writing and reading, we can get a new vocabulary. So
Hmm.
if we have any if we enhance a new vocabulary, definitely we can speak with people more, and we can make a good organization of the sentences. So we can make that. So that's why all are really important. But if you don't have,
Right.
so we have to at least
Hmm.
follow like
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah, both. Like, I am following only two things in that. Within four pillars, I follow only two.
Enough, enough.
So that's why I'm slow. That's why I'm slow.
No, ma'am, no, no. You are speaking
Yeah.
really good because I'm understanding very neatly. You are speaking really good. You
Hmm.
know, some of the people, what they are just, listening and watching. These two things are following.
Hmm.
They can also speak
If we talk,
really.
yeah, if we talk about the children, so what they do? You know
Yes, yes,
what they do? Only they observe and then
yes.
start speaking.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, ma'am. One more point I ask you. When we were in our childhood, 1 year baby, 2 year baby, how did we learn our native language without reading?
yeah.
Right?
With observing the people, because they are surrounded with that kind of people. Like, if we talk about any language, like Kannada language, Malayalam language, they don't teach their children. They can
Yeah.
observe and start retreating their words, and observing what their father and mother say. In this way,
Mm.
they can learn. So they don't read and write anything. so,
Just by
so
observing
they
what
can,
they.
by
Yeah,
observing. Yeah.
they learn. Yeah, one day after 2 year, 3 year, they will speak
Hmm.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
do you have any other question to me?
ma'am.
Or huh. So do you
Okay.
have any other question to me to ask, or
No,
if
ma'am.
you want any? Okay, then it's like,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much,
okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving me your precious time. Thank you.
Likewise. Likewise. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Bye, ma'am. Good night, ma'am.